Hello and welcome to Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video we're going to be talking about and looking at the latest Rolex Submariner date. Now you can find out more about this watch by visiting our website at edinburghwatchcompany.co.uk. There you'll find some photographs, technical specification, pricing, along with all of our latest collection as well. So what we've got here is the latest model, sub-date. It is the classic sports Rolex. It's that one, if you wanted one watch perhaps just for everything, then you know the Submariner is just that classic go-to watch. You can see here it comes with its outer box. It has the Rolex warranty. It was registered in December 2017, so that will take you up to December 2022. You've also got its hang tags, lovely green wave box here, so just everything as when it was bought new. Now it had been very, very lightly worn. It came into us, we've just given it the lightest refurbishment to the bracelet, made sure it's keeping good time, make sure it's pressure tested, everything ready to go and to be enjoyed for a lifetime, and even then probably to the next generation. So the Rolex Submariner has been out for a long, long time. A stainless steel sports watch designed for divers. Of course, it's a tool watch. It'll take you down to 1,000 foot. If that's not enough, then you go and buy the Sea Dweller collection that will take you down to as far as 12,800 foot if you go and buy their deep sea. But as an everyday watch, the Submariner is very, very hard to beat. Why, you may ask? Well, stainless steel, so it's very, very strong. This features the latest ceramic bezel, which again, it gives it more resistance to scratch and chips. But it's a nice size as well, at 40mm, not too thick as well. It's a really, really comfortable watch to wear. Now, when this watch came onto the market, I think in around about 2010, they introduced a lot of new features to the watch that was an enhancement onto the already popular sub-date. Now, those things were that the aluminium bezel insert disappeared, and they introduced the ceramic bezel insert that was also featured on the GMT Master. Stronger, more resistance to chips and scratches, and then just a fresh new look to the watch. The case lugs became slightly wider, so a slightly bigger footprint on the wrist and very, very comfortable to wear. The hour markers changed, they became bigger, the lume became stronger, the movement was still the same, very accurate, performing to within plus or minus 2 seconds per day. But they introduced a new bracelet called the Glidelock bracelet. So it still features the satinized 904L grade stainless steel, but on the clasp itself, the deployant clasp, they featured a really cool feature, which we'll have a look at shortly. So very, very much an enhancement of what the watch had. They wanted to keep the core of the watch instantly recognizable as a Submariner, that cool black dial, stainless steel, just a perfect watch for all occasions. So there we are with a quick summary of the watch. Let's go and have a closer look. So here we are. This is the stainless steel bezel. Now this, as a diver's watch, it just operates in one direction, what we call a unidirectional bezel. When you turn this bezel here, you can just hear and feel the quality of the engineering that Rolex have built into the design of this watch. And here is the ceramic bezel. Really, really an attractive look and very, very strong with that traditional pip at the top here. Onto the dial itself, clear hour markers, really, really strong lume on them. Sapphire crystal with a magnification there over the date. Strong lume that appears on the hour hands is also on the hour markers as well as it goes around there. That famous Rolex crown on the top. And then you have chronometer and the depth that it goes to. Now, on the inside of the watch here, something that Rolex introduced around about 2000, 2006, roughly. It was called the Rehort dial, or like the chapter ring, and it's engraved with Rolex all the way around it, apart from the bottom. Because at the bottom there, you've got the serial number engraved on it. So it's very, very easy to match up the serial number here as it is with Rolex's warranty card. Now, the stainless steel is all manufactured in-house by Rolex, 904L grade stainless steel. The side of the watch here, this gives you an idea of its thickness, and I think it's pretty slim really for an automatic chronometer watch. But this is actually polished as well, so that's got sort of dressy look to it. That also appears on this side here, but you can see here that the crown is actually protected by crown guards. And this crown, as you can see, it bears Rolex's logo, and this screws into the side of the case just to give you that waterproof seal that you need for diving, say down to 1,000 foot. Moving on to the bracelet here, well, the Submariners have always featured that oyster bracelet here. In the Submariners, they're a satinized, like a brushed stainless steel look, so they don't show the scratches quite in the same way that the polished center links do. Again, a very easy bracelet to adjust here, but you can take the bolts out with the screws here. But you can then come down to this new design from 2010, which is this new deployant clasp there. You'll see you have the Rolex logo there, and to ensure this doesn't come off your wrist, you have an extra security clip that goes over the top, and then we unveil the solid stainless steel there. Now, in the earlier models, before this came out in 2010, this was pressed stainless steel, and now this is much thicker now than it used to be. However, this is a really cool part to it, and this is what we call the Glidelock clasp. So if you can imagine, we've set the bracelet up for you, and if you're in Edinburgh, we'd love to meet you, and we'll happily do that for you. If we're posting it, we'll do our best job to get it close for you. But what it allows you to do is very easily adjust the bracelet just to suit your wrist. So you can imagine a hot day, it's feeling a little bit tight on your wrist. All we have to do is pull this side of the bracelet away from the clasp. You can hear it unclicking, and then we just pull there until you get it to the size that you want, and then just gently push it back in again. It's as simple as that. That will then give you a really comfortable fit, and then when it comes, like nighttime and maybe your wrist is contracting a little bit, you want to put it back, then you just slide it back down again, get to the position you want, and lock it back up again. So really clever feature, and just one of the features of the watch that I think just makes this such a good all-rounder. So let me show you what it's like on the wrist. My wrist is about 8 inches, so a pretty big wrist. I've had one of these watches myself. I've had it, and in fact, let me go back to a very long time ago. When I was, I think, 23, I bought my first Rolex. It was a Rolex Sub-Date. It was the watch I'd aspired to buy. And I don't think it's any different today. Here we are in 2020. I think, customers have that same feeling of desire for that iconic sports watch. I was a young guy, I wanted something of great quality, and I can remember to this day buying that watch, how that made me felt, and I can imagine it'd be exactly the same as someone buying any Rolex today. But why? It's just the colors work so well. That black stainless steel, it's sporty, it's pretty slim on the wrist, very easy to read, but it's just that feeling you get of wearing a Rolex, and it's just magical. I think it's just an absolutely beautiful watch. So really good looking watch in absolutely pristine condition. This would make a lovely gift to someone, maybe for a 21st anniversary present, or why not just treat yourself. So there we are. That's our Rolex Submariner Date. Just one of our latest collection. You can also get these in steel and yellow gold. You can also get them in white gold. You can get them all yellow gold. So there's quite a variety in the way the Submariner comes. You also get it with what we nickname the Hulk, with the green dial and the green bezel, all sorts of variables, but this I think is the classic one. So there we are. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video today. I think you can probably get from the gist of this. I absolutely love this watch, and I'm sure if you bought one or bought it for someone else, it would be a great gift for them too. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, please come and follow us there. If you love your watch videos, then why not just subscribe to us there? We'll then notify you of all our latest watches coming through. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.